understand get everything's so cheap.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Welcome back to another Let's Play. Today we're playing Everlasting Summer.
Milspec versus Falchion Knife.
Did you
There's a chance
send?
to get any one of these.
Oh, you're in G2A. Gay ass.
Yeah, it doesn't show the chances.
Okay, well, time to go on a new game. You, dear pioneer, you're on the verge of wondrous discoveries. The doors of the most wonderful place in the world, our favorite our favorite camp, Sovionok, have reopened
Why is
before
everything
you. You have
Soviet?
remembered this session for the rest of your life. You'll remember this session for the rest of your life. My throat.
Xavier stream is broke.
My stream broke.
Wait, let me try rejoin.
Oh no, it's just blank.
5 random premium.
Is it streaming it? It's not. Oh. It's because my Discord just broke? What happened to my Discord? My Discord just crashed. Oh no. This is a great start.
Oh, I'm trying to
Okay, well, it crashed. It crashed my. Crashed.
crash.
It crashed my Discord.
Everyone play Project Zomboid?
Is it flashing?
No.
Okay.
Wait, G2A ID registration.
Okay, well,
This was back in 2018. I got the confirmation email in 2018.
nice.
Token too old. Well, thank you.
I was having that dream once again. That dream. Same thing every night. But it's all forgotten in the morning, as
Oh,
usual.
this broke again. It broke again.
I almost
Motherfucker.
used my school email.
It just doesn't want to stream. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
It's
Share
working?
your whole screen. I don't need to hear music.
It's part of the experience.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's pixelated.
Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of memory will remain.
Oh,
Gates, half opened, as if inviting me somewhere. With two frozen stone pioneers standing close by. And also that strange girl. Monica, who keeps asking me, do it stink?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my boy Stank.
Ah. Kobehawk. Kobehawk. Will you come with me? Come? What do you mean you can't see
Boy.
shit? Oh my god. You serious?
I am very serious.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna stream my whole screen. Or just not stream at all. I'm just share the whole screen. Whole ass screen. Oh god, did my Discord crash again? I swear to god. Oh my god. It just crashed. Oh Jesus Christ. It's just everything's breaking. Okay, it just should be just showing my entire screen.
Made my shit my Roblox Chinese. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Come? But where?
Where?
And why? And where am I anyway? Of course,
Everything hurts my eyes.
yeah, it's all fucking static. Of course, if it all happened in real life, I certainly would have been
I randomly
scared.
keep- uh,
Well, what else would one expect to feel? But this is just a dream. The same one I see every night. There must be a reason. You don't have to know where or why to realize something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. And everything that surrounds me here is real. As real as things in my own flat. I could open the gates, hear the hinges creak, brush the crumbling rust away with my hand, and inhale the fresh, cool air and shiver from the cold. I could. But to do that, I need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But it's a dream. I understand that.
My
But
five
what of it?
random sneaky
What does my
royalty
understand? What does my understanding change? Because here, it's just on the other side of the cracked screen of an old TV, which struggles to fight against static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. But the picture is getting blurry. It's probably because you have a bunch of fucking static, my dude. Just the PNG of an owl?
Wait,
Oh man, I wanna see
The owl!
So you
The
can-
owl's eyes glow! Oh shit. Ah, the picture is getting
It's
blurry.
like
I must be waking up
Pokemon,
soon.
nuclear worship.
Maybe I should ask her something. The girl. What's her name? About the stars, for instance. Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gates! Yes, the gates! She would be so surprised. Or better, why the dot over the I is called a tittle, but the dot over a J is called a superscript dot. What?
I thought that was a slash.
It's called... What? What? The thing above an I?
No, the J.
The J?
That was a slash.
I didn't know.
A
I
tittle?
didn't know it was called a superscript dot. I knew a tittle. Nice letters. What the fuck is this guy talking about? As if they don't exist anymore. So what do letters, gates, and stars all have to do with this place? Because even if I'm having this dream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see the Magellanic, Magellanic clouds. As if I ended up in the southern hemisphere. It's almost as if I'm in Russia. I don't know how.
Fucking pixelated. It just makes it even worse for me. I don't even know what you're talking about.
In a dream, there are small things that touch danger, possible curves and straight lines, your own distorted reflection of all the danger, which could. Why is this entire thing? Fucking, I don't care. It's natural since it's here. You cannot die. We get it. It's a dream. Fuck you. Is it actually really pixelated?
Yes.
So pixelated. My
Oh,
eye.
my
Oh no!
Yeah.
No! Ah, my
Oh,
dice.
serious.
I could do. I have sourcing Xavier. I could save us all. Xavier.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why? I want to see Big Three anime where I can't do it with your fucking pixel.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay now. It's 1080, but it's okay.
Is it 1080 now?
Okay, it's a bit better. It's a bit better.
I know it for sure. I've done it as hundreds of times. But if you cannot die here, is there a point in living? I should ask the girl. She's a local. She should know. Yes, exactly. I should ask her about the owl, for example. Why it looks like a fucking PNG. What strange bird it is, though it doesn't matter. This is so boring. Will you
Hey,
come with
girl.
me? And every time I have to answer. It's the only way, otherwise the dream will never end and I will never wake up. Can I save? Oh fuck.
Oh god, man.
Well, I guess I have nothing else to do. I'll come with you. Every time it's so hard to decide on the answer. Where am I? What am I doing here? Who is she? And why does so much of my life depend on this answer? Or maybe it doesn't. It's just a dream after. We get it! Just a dream! You didn't have to emphasize it
to a
for the
fucking
last 10
monologue.
years. Jesus.
A 10-year monologue.
10-year monologue. What am I looking at? My keyboard?
Damn, it's so pixelated.
Oh,
it hurts my eyes.
yeah!
God damn.
No, it's
dude.
no, yeah, it just gets blurry. Yeah!
Oh my god.
Yeah! Who joined?
Oh, it's a computer.
Yeah, yeah. Is that? Wait, that's the Lazy Town girl.
What do you say?
Jones on Grand Theft Auto. It is. What the fuck is
heck?
this?
Yours on
What is
fucking-
this? A computer screen stared at me as if it was alive.
You're on
Yes, it's
4chan.
fortune.
I just realized. God damn it.
What is this? What am I looking at? Sometimes only these seem to me as if that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, had feelings, could love and suffer. It's a fucking computer. As if in our relationship the screen was an instrument. It was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and texelite. There's some truth in that, probably because a computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. Anonymous
Nice.
image boards, some chats from time to time, rarely ICQ or Jabber, and the forums even more rarely. People
Oh
on the
my
other end of
God,
the
every
internet,
time
internet cable simply do not exist. All of them are simply creations of its sick imagination, an error in the source code, or a kernel bug, which started living a life of its own. It's your, like, why are you having, like, existential thoughts on fucking 4chan? What am I looking at? What am I looking at?
Oh my eye.
Oh, it's a
that's
chandelier.
It's a terrible chandelier.
If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy. A psychologist would suddenly give me a bunch of sophisticated diagnosis and maybe write a doctor's referral to the loony bin. This writing is terrible.
Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition.
What?
What?
I
Super
bought the 5
turbo?
randoms.
Wait.
Oh my fucking god. A small apartment with no signs of repair or any semblance of order in it. And always the same view out the window and the grey megalopolis running somewhere day and night. Such are the conditions of my life.
All these games are like worth
Wait,
30
you're gonna-
bucks.
You're gonna hurt me, stop. You're gonna hurt me.
Wait, what?
It's
you-
one of my
No,
favorite.
like the total value of all the games is like $30.
You know how many games I wasted? I got all the achievements from this game. I wasted my life.
Right now it seems really terrible.
Everlasting Thunder?
No, it's literally just a freaking shitty. Like it looks like they just stole like some references and stuff. It's not like how Steins Gate or like other visual novels are like.
That's actually nice.
Well, of
You know
course, I
how-
didn't all start like this. I was
Honey,
born,
you
went
know
to
how
school,
you saw
finished
the
it, and like
background?
all the others, I was accepted out of university, where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I
Oh,
drifted
I
through
did
several
what?
jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well. Sometimes I was even getting decent money for it. It all felt like it was not mine, as if taken from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to its fullest, and I was looping over and over in monotonous circles, like this, like the fucking.
You're gonna see it when you get to that.
The background has all it's been is a static looking at a gate and whatever this is. Like the
Oh,
movie
no,
Groundhog
you're
Day.
gonna see this. You're gonna see
It's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day, and
Like
every day repeat
spoiled.
itself, the same vicious spiral.
Oh,
Well, emptiness, misery, and despair.
Yeah.
You get it? You have depression.
It's
I'm
from
not.
the video game.
For the last few years, I sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes there were menial jobs. Sometimes my parents helped me. And all in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder, really, since my needs are quite minor. I only ever leave my home and communication with other people. Mostly
Can I just
almost exclusively
Russian-
consists of online
Russian
correspondence
video
with anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. So in brief, a quite typical antisocial person of his time. Kind of Donnie Darko on a minor scale without doomsday-related visions.
55 hours on this game?
What? Yeah.
I have 55 hours on
Shut
this.
up! Shut up! I'm gonna play it when it's summer time.
What game?
Everlasting Summer.
Everlasting.
Oh, Everlasting Sun. Yeah, I saw that.
This was the first game.
Maybe
I
some
played
highly
on
respected
my
author
PlayStation.
will write a novel about me. It will become a contemporary classic of modern literature. Or I'll write one myself. It'd probably be a terrible book because this is really boring right now. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times. I couldn't even come up with a simple short story. I tried learning other things well, not gift enough to draw, or I got bored, or language takes too much time, what I love to do is reading, I was a Civ scholar. I was an ace and I was watching anime, a grandmaster of lame internet jokes. If I was gonna pay for it, I'd probably be the highest person in Witcher 2.
Okay, what is this about?
I don't.
No.
I only saw like
You're not even at the part yet. You're not even at the
yeah
thing.
I downloaded this game because I saw like half of review of it and I'm like, okay, this seems pretty neat.
Why is...
Today another typical day of a typical failures typical life, and today is the day where I have to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I didn't really want to. What's the point? Every time I was there, I was presented by a friend of hers. Blah, 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 blah.
If you actually pull through with all the endings, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this game?
Yeah, I know what happens.
Yeah.
I was kind of spoiled it.
For which one? For which ending?
I don't know, but I know it goes
Which
happens.
which ending?
Is this
Which
Santa?
ending?
I don't fucking
There's a
know
lot
what
of-
ending.
There's the one where he.
Well, you just shut up. Let me play the game. Let me figure out what ending.
It's been 5 years.
Hello.
Okay? 5 years.
Simon.
Simon.
That his name?
Yeah. Oh.
You just spoil something?
No, it's just a name.
Okay, a frosty evening, a bus stop, waiting. I never liked the winter, though hot summer was really not my season easily. I just added a word there, just because I can. It's just that I see no reason to point out any particular time of the year. It doesn't matter what the weather is outside when you stay at home 24/7. The bus today was running late, so I was about to curse at it all, curse it all, and spend my last few hundred rubles for a taxi. The idea of returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. As usual, millions of thoughts flew by my mind, and there was not a single useful one to seize on. Such a thought that you could bring into existence, give a shape, turn into an idea, and put into practice. Maybe I could start my own business. But where would I get the money from? I don't know. Just fucking
Rats.
shut up. Or maybe I could go back to the working of an office. No way. The recording isn't gonna pick that up, but you guys will. Maybe I should try freelancing. But what skills do I have, and who want me after all? No one. Kill yourself. Honestly, you made me want to kill myself. No! God damn it! No! Suddenly, I remembered my childhood, or rather my teen years. The last time I was 15, 17 years old. I don't care about your life. Why exactly those years? No idea. Oh my god.
Let's kill Golem.
Sure.
After I get through this introduction. I guess it's back then, everything was much more simple. It's easier to make decisions, so complicated now and so simple then. Waking up in the morning, I knew exactly how my day was going to pass. I always eagerly looked forward to the weekend when I could get some rest, have the time for the things I liked, computer, football, going out with friends. And then at the beginning of the next week, I'd take up my studies again. Back then, there would be no such thing as always like, why, who needs it, what change will what will change if I do it, or what will not change. A simple lifestyle, so casual for any normal person. And so odd to myself today, a careless childhood age. It was also then I met my first love. Her appearance and personality have vanished from my memory. It's proves because I raped her. Only her name remains and a brief line from a social network profile, along with the feelings that overwhelmed me when I was with her. Affection, tenderness, the desire to care for her, to protect her. Sadly, didn't last long. I could tell why. Today, I can hardly imagine something like that happening. I wonder why. I would probably like to meet a girl. I don't know how to start a conversation, what to discuss, and how to attract her. Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time. Or where would I meet one anyway? Is the bus here? Thank God. Sound of an engine brought me back to reality. A bus pulled over. Something abnormal about it, I thought. And then again, it doesn't matter. Only the 410 runs this route. You fool. Seatbelts, everyone. Magic school bus.
Oh,
She's
Jesus.
just get kidnapped by Miss Frizzle. Oh god, it's a train to hell.
Transit bus.
I can barely even tell what's going on.
It is
Pixelated.
Is it really?
Pixels.
Is it really
Pixel.
pixelated?
It's so big.
It's really pixelated except for the text.
Oh, streetlights pass me by. It's not.
Pass me by.
It's not like the background is really giving much. The lights pass me by as if the cold light sparks inside of me, trying to ignite feelings long dead. Like this art style is very different from
Is this
what was
supposed
shown
to
in the
be
profile.
a serious game?
I think so. I don't know. Based on what everything's shown right now, it's trying to take itself seriously. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Maybe because those feelings, they have been living in me for a long time, slumbering, and waking up again. Sounds like it's been written by an edgy 13-year-old. The driver's radio was playing some very familiar tune, but I wasn't listening to it. Because I'm so edgy. I was watching the cars pass by through the fogged-up window. Because people are always rushing somewhere, chasing something they need. They're their own little worlds. Wow, they care about mine.
Yo, you're doing good.
You're
in
so
English,
good at
guys. Your
English.
essays
This
are
is
well.
a Russian
You're,
game.
you're,
Translate.
the translation isn't even that bad.
Or not translate, but you know.
But still, it still sounds really fucking pretentious.
It's gonna get better. Trust me.
There's like no subtlety in the.
They probably have their own serious problems, or maybe they have much easier lives. You can't know for sure. So all people are different, or are they? Ooh, sometimes actions are bad. You try to get out of the soul and vengeful darkness. Durr. The bus was approaching downtown. My thoughts were interrupted by the bright city lights, hundreds of billboards, lots of cars, and millions of people. I watched the slideshow. Somehow I got terribly sleepy. He's gonna get isekai'd. I'm calling it. My eyes closed for just a moment, and then the gate.
Wake up in a bus.
Oh, gee. Oh, gee.
Gee, Rick, I don't know, man. What's gonna happen? Oh, there's an intro scene.
Oh, gee.
Animation.
It's not
Never
even
mind.
It's not animated.
It's just. It's like they got Photoshop and they're just shaking PNGs.
Yeah, they're just moving PNGs. Oh, look at that.
Whoa!
Oh, hello.
Now.
Oh.
Oh, what's this? Anime?
Okay, no, I think that was 3D.
Back by the bus.
Huh?
Look this one.
Look at
What am I
this.
looking at?
Nice.
Oh, Kalani down.
No, just look.
What am I looking at?
Oh, hello.
Oh my
That's a big
God.
change of pace.
Kalani.
Oh, it's Kib. It's my favorite person, Kib. And what's your name? Oh, hello. It's Aha. It's Aha.
What is that?
I love Aha.
Oh!
I wonder who this is. Oh, right, it's Yabra. It's Yabra.
Shut up.
I love Yabra. Oh, it's Ayuka.
Stop butchering their names.
It's
They don't know
Ayuka.
Russian.
That's the point. Miku.
Miku.
No, they're actually.
It's Mucky. Her name is actually just Mucky. It's Bikyohiryeho Nemo,
You're
Oh no!
everlasting summer.
or also known as Everlasting Summer.
How'd you know that, Robert? How'd you know?
How'd you know that? How'd you know that?
Russian?
You can read it.
Day one? What is this? You gonna turn into FNAF?
Yes, it is actually.
Oh damn! Hell yeah! That actually make this interesting. Bright daylight struck my eyes. What the fuck? I was jacking off on a bus. At first I didn't pay attention as I wasn't fully awake yet. On their own, my legs carried me towards the door. Seaman. Damn. Looks like I fell asleep.
Damn.
Oh, wait, is that his name? Semyon.
Simon.
Semyon.
Simon. Oh shit.
Semyon.
Simeon.
I'm gonna say Semyon. Damn, it looks like I fell asleep and missed my stop. But there was no door. I looked down the bus and realized it wasn't a good old worn out Liaz. Instead of the bus, it was an Icarus model, a new one. I froze in shock. This man's a bus expert. How? What? Am I dead? Have I been kidnapped? No, I must be dead. I patted myself down feverishly. Numbed this painfully in the face a few times, banged my forehead on the back of one of the bus seats. It's clear, either I'm still alive, or you can still feel pain when you're dead. But how could this happen? Maybe I slept for too long, ended up at the bus depot. And then what? Did they put me onto another bus? I rushed out and took a look around. Greeny wherever I looked. Tall grass on the roadside, trees, flowers. Summer? But how? It was just winter a moment ago. My head was aching unbearably, as if it was about to explode. Slowly I began to remember. Ugh. It's me, Sans. Ah! Oh no!
Suki test.
Along a road running off into the distance. Forests, plains, fields, lakes, and forests again. I think I was sleeping. But then how could I remember all of it? And then, a gap. The gap. Some girl leaning over me softly whispered something into my ear. Then a gap again. Damn it, I don't give a shit if you guys are playing Terraria. Get the fuck out of here. And then I woke up here. Who was that strange girl? Or was she just a dream? For some reason, thinking about her made me feel better. Made me calm down a bit.
Dude,
Could it be her who brought me here?
Hard.
Then I need to find her. And the best place to look for her is away from here. I rushed to the left, then to the right, then stopped, hesitating over where to go. Finally, I went in the direction from which the bus had probably came. Physical exercises does refresh one's mind. Thoughts become clearer, and it gets a little easier to evaluate the surrounding reality. Not in my case, however. I was sitting on the roadside, wheezing, trying to ease my sore throat by gulping breaths of hot air. In any case, the run did its job, but the fear withdrew for a while. Maybe I really am just dreaming. But recalling my self-harm on the bus, I really rejected the idea. I'm neither dreaming nor dead. A narrow road ran through the field far into the distance. That exact same road from my dream. It must be very far away. I must be very far away from home. And it's not like it was winter yesterday and summer now. It's the whole environment. Of course, summer is usually like this, green and hot, but here everything's not entirely lifelike. And it looks like it was taken from paintings of Russian landscape artists in the 19th century. Wow. The grass is just too lush. The bushes are not what the bushes should be. They're so thick you can't see anything through them. Like treetops, honestly. And the trees themselves were quite far away, but the trees look like they closed their ranks and are now just waiting for the order to advance to the fields and plains. Caught my breath and looked at the bus, which was now barely visible. Visible? That was a good run. Fear overtook me once again, and those power lines. There must be people here. What does that mean? In fact, it means nothing at all. Couldn't they have power lines even in hell? Roasting sinners over hot coals. That's so last century. I must have reached a point of no return. Return? In which you either lose your mind completely or finally try to understand what is going on. While I still have a choice, I should pick the second option. I slowly head back to the bus. Of course it was scary, but I'm not likely gonna find an answer in the fields or woods. And this freaking bucket of boats is the only kind of link that I have with the real world. Oh, it's the gate! I should carefully scout out the area.
Whoa!
Savyonk means outlet. Okay. Crowned with a Savyonk Yonok
So beyond.
Savyonok sign. Statues of pioneers standing on the other side of the road sign nearby showing the bus route number 410. The trip's taking a bit too long today. I smirked. A person might start to act inappropriately in extreme situations. Something like this is probably happening to me right now. I take off my pants. This place didn't look abandoned at all. No rust on the gates, no damage on the walls. Sovianok. What kind of a name like that? Judging by the pioneer statues, it could be a kid's summer camp.
I like how it's like.
However, it appears to be open.
So beyond.
Yeah,
So beyond.
Sovianok.
So beyond.
Sovianok.
Kobehok.
Kobehok.
Sovianok.
Of Sovianok. Of course, the simplest explanation, logically speaking, explains nothing at all. Strange girl, the altered bus, the summer, a pioneer camp, thousands of theories. Man, instantly, from the alien abduction to lethargic sleep, from hallucination to a time and space shift, that was worse than any other. And no way to pick a single one. Look, man, you're the first person to get isekai'd. How does it feel? And it occurred to me, I could try and make a phone call. I took up my cell phone, dialed the first number on my contact list. But instead of signal bars, the screen was showing thick cross. Alright, there's no signal in such a remote place, so I cannot be the only one who came here. Just don't drive themselves. We dived the bus all sides to make sure it was an hallucination. Bits of dirt on the bottom, some rust here and there, faded paint, some worn out tires. No, this is definitely a very ordinary Icarus. Yes, the exact kind of bus which takes you to places beyond your understanding if you carelessly fall asleep. I gave a nervous chuckle. It came out by itself sporadically, because this wasn't the right time or place to laugh. Place or time to laugh, I guess. But where on earth is the driver? I cautiously sat down on the curb beside the bus. And started to wait. That's the wrong way to spell curb.
Curb.
Are you a herb?
It's just kinky curb. My patience didn't last long. Daddy seems to have reached its peak and I started to go slightly mad. In a situation, anyone could have probably felt something similar. I don't think so. Aliens and parallel were gone from my imagination, leaving only void and darkness.
And it's back to edgy again.
This is how my life really will end. How my life will end? But I wanted to do so much. There's so many things that I had no time for yet. Aren't you like 30 years old or something? I was overwhelmed by the idea this is definitely the end. But why? Because you're a failure. It's not fair. I'm surely no worse than anyone else. I think you're worse than everyone else. God, why?
Then he meets a girl.
Hey! Whoa, you're funny away.
Tears were burning my eyes unbearably. I curled up and started rolling in the grass. Why? What did I do?
What?
Why me?
Why?
He took like 2 steps away from the bus and now he's giving up.
Yeah.
It's me.
You want to read out Semyon's
Sure, man.
line? But my cries were only heard by the speechless statues of the pioneers and a bird on the tree, which immediately flapped its wings and took off, crying out something in its own bird language, as if laughing at the idiot who dared interrupt its after-dinner nap. I was left breathless from weeping and just laying quietly, sobbing occasionally. Thank you. After a while, I managed to pull myself together. Can you drive the bus? That would be my first option.
Come
My,
on.
Like the things he did was he tries to make sure he's not dreaming. He goes out of the bus, walks out 5 feet, walks
He's
back.
5 feet, he's a
Should I
sound.
tell you, Xavier? Should I tell you? Is that okay?
Shut up.
if I tell you?
Shut up!
Shut
No,
up.
Nah.
we're saying it how it sees it.
Just examining the situation.
You're
right?
examining the
He
situation.
gave up after looking 5 feet away from the bus.
My mind cleared up. I mean, he ran a little bit, ran back, and looked at the gate. I was like, oh shit.
Oh fuck.
Tried literally nothing else. My mind cleared up a bit, as if the terror and fear of death gave me a little break. I don't know, if someone wanted to kill me, what is all this for? It doesn't look like an experiment either. This is some crazy coincidence, there's probably no threat. Anyway, for now it seems there's no danger. Panic was soon gone. Of course the blood was still pounding in my temples, my hands are still shaking, but at least I could think clearly now. Right now there's nothing I can really change anyway. No matter how much I think or how mad I get, it would only make things worse. If some actual facts appear, there's really no point in making guesses. In any case, I won't learn anything by lounging about here and crying like a little bitch. This camp, of course. Yeah, why didn't you just walk in? This camp, if of course it really is a camp, looked like the only place where people would be. So I decided to go there, and hardly had I reached the gates when the gulag, a girl came out from behind, wearing a
Slaviana!
pioneer
Slaviana!
uniform.
Slaviana! Slaviana!
My logic didn't let me down this time.
Slaviana!
And again, the pioneer uniform for the 21st century. And then again, a girl here? Froze, unable to take a step. I felt very much like running away. Running away as far as I could from this place. Far from this bus, gate, statues, and far from this bloody bird with its siesta.
Look, wait.
Just running, free with the wind, faster and faster, waving to the planets passing by. Waking at the galaxies, running, become a pulsar ray, turning into a vestigial radiation, running to face the unknown.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. He's calling himself a fucking pulsar ray, turning into a vestigial radiation.
He's becoming. He's like John right now.
No matter where, I run no matter where, as long as it's far away from this place. He literally sees a girl. He sees a girl, and his immediate thought is, "Oh God, I should get out of here."
Yeah, it really is
Slaviana.
Robert.
Yeah, honestly.
Slaviana! Slaviana!
Meanwhile, the girl came closer and
Hey.
smiled. Couldn't help but notice her beauty, even though I was trembling with fear. This pussy.
Hey, look
Human
at
instinct was
Silver.
independent of consciousness, while only 5% of the brain is responsible for cognitive processes. The remaining 95% are always busy studying life and particularly trying to stay well functioning the hormonal system. I don't think yours is working. I just really wanted to get less complicated and stop thinking in the formal quotes from the encyclopedia, though my thoughts appeared by one, being stupid out of place and taken from inner monologue of a hero in the junky soft crime fiction book. Wow! Self-awareness. A pretty Slavic face, long braids that looked like 2 armfuls of fresh hay, blue eyes I could drown in.
Did you go up this one?
Hi, you must have arrived. What the fuck? Still.
What do you want to do, Robert?
Choose your poison. Choose your poison.
What do you
Up
wanna
to
do?
you. I don't care. I don't want to see how you go.
You
What you do.
Hey, Robert.
Okay, read it. Read it, Robert.
Where's Aaron?
Aaron, talk, Aaron.
No. Instead, you guys just left, like.
Aaron, do you have... Yes.
Robert, your lines, read it.
It's not in the Discord.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you have Spectre armor?
Who's doing the girl?
Oh, yeah, Aaron's saying, what the hell?
She smiled broadly. Strangely, it looked as if I had a normal girl in front of me. Bah, I shouldn't have returned here. The woods and the field seemed better. But what should I do next? Try to speak with her as if she was a human or run away or what? The blood was pumping and barely in my head, tearing it apart from the inside a little more and more.
Robert,
A little bit more and the
when-
poor pioneer girl
when
would
you
be
went back
spotted in
into
the gruesome
Discord,
contents of my
tell him to
school.
Stop being cringe or you'll kick him.
Okay.
What's happening? What's happening in the Discord?
Wait, did you kick him?
No, I didn't kick him.
Oh, he's saying if he does get on. Okay. Stop the cringe.
Oh God, is that what it looks like?
Yes, that's what it looks like right now. Aaron, if you don't stop the cringe, we the council will kick your ass.
Cringe. Why won't this man just talk to the girl? The girl
What's
looked
so funny
me
about-
over. It sent shivers down my spine and my knees started to tremble.
Huh?
What did you wish?
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
When did you get that, Patrick?
Wait, what?
Great then.
Wait, I can hear you. What?
When did you get your pen?
Great.
You're like,
What's so great about that?
Oh, I got
Suddenly that
from
thought
the
crossed my
ground.
mind. To hell with it all. Forget about the bus behind me. The fact that it was
I
winter
got
yesterday
from
and summer
the
today. I wanted to rip off my
dungeon.
itchy sweater. Just accept that this is all actually happening. Everything is as it should be. All of this for the best.
Would you happen to know?
What's the Pantera really?
Go Kalani.
What?
You're Pioneer Girl.
Come on, Pioneer Girl.
Like that's fucking girl.
GD shoot on.
You should go to our camp leader. She'll tell you everything. Look. Go straight to the square, then turn left. You'll see several small cabins.
She pointed at
I'm
the
pointing
gates.
at the gates
As,
right now.
as if I knew it was behind them.
You
Dimitri
can
never
ask
said
someone
the
where
truth.
Olga Dmitrieva's Dmitrievna's cabin is.
Olga.
Xavier, what does that say on the top
No,
left?
I need.
It said whatever the fuck she said. Whatever word she said means father. Say your line.
Daddy.
Um,
Go ahead.
Of course I didn't.
Well, I've got to go now. It's my time.
it's just gone. It's my time. The girl waved her hand at me and disappeared through the gates. Seemed as if to her I was something ordinary. And all this show with the business and the business with the bus and the travels while awake or asleep were troubling only to me, while everything here is just the way it's supposed to be. Camp leader, pioneer uniform. What are they? What? Are they all doing a historical reenactment here? I hope I won't find Lenin standing atop an armored car in the square.
Thanos
What the-
died.
What?
No. Thanos is dead.
What do you mean Thanos is dead?
There's Thanos.
I couldn't see the spider.
Xanos.
What are you talking about?
Thanos' goblin tinker died because there was a spider in the smoke. I couldn't kill it.
No! What did you guys do? But even that would not surprise me right now. After standing alone for a while, I head into the camp. Okay, this is where I'm gonna stop. How do I save?
No! No, you're getting to the good. Actually, fine, bro.
Shut up, Robert.
Like, I'll finish it later. I wanna play Terraria.
Where are you?
Look at general.
Ian let Thanos die.
God damn it.